In this video, you're going to find out why girls friendzone nice guys and bang assholes. This is shocking for a lot of guys because we hear women saying that they love sweet, nice guys who bring them flowers, take them to expensive dinners, and are chivalrous to them. Well, in this video, I'll explain why being nice will never going to get you the woman you want and what can you do to change that. Let's begin. We all have seen those Hollywood movies where the guy falls in love with a woman at first glance. He starts to pursue her by trying to get her attention, but she ignores him and doesn't even notice that he exists. After some time of pursuing her, she finally notices him. He gives her gifts, brings her flowers, and sets a nice dinner with her. He treats her in a special way like a princess, and by acting this way, he gets the girl and lives happily ever after. After being brainwashed by dozens of these movies, guys think, wow, being nice and chivalrous is the best way to get the girl that I like. So they start treating the girl in a special way by giving her flowers, taking her to an expensive restaurant, opening her doors, and saying please madam while pulling out the chair for her to sit. They feel great about themselves, thinking, I'm doing so much for her, I'm acting like a real gentleman, so she has to like me. And then reality kicks in when they hear a polite goodbye from a woman after dinner, leaving them with blue balls. Why is this happening? Shouldn't a woman invite them to come over? Well, the problem with this fantasy is that none of it works in real life. Actually, if you're going to do these things, you can be sure that you're going to chase her away. That sounds shocking, but let me explain. You see, women don't like nice guys, even if they're saying otherwise. If a woman is fairly attractive, she has a lot of these guys orbiting her and waiting for her permission to get out of the friend zone and finally get a chance to stick it in. But most of the time, she doesn't give a chance to these guys and uses them as a supportive shoulder to cry on when an asshole breaks her heart. But a lot of guys don't understand this. They sit there, listen to her talk about her problems, expecting that after enough of listening, she finally sees what an amazing guy he is. If you find yourself in a similar situation, then subscribe to this channel because in the future videos, we're going to learn how to shift this and make a woman chase you like a fan. But to make that happen, you have to understand that no matter how nice you're going to be or how much you listen and care for the woman, it's not going to make her attracted to you. Women are attracted to high value and high status men, and when you're trying to attract her by being caring and loving, you come off as low value. And the problem with that is, if a woman sees you as low value, she can be attracted to you because female psychology is wired in a way where she wants the man to be more powerful and higher value than she is. Their emotional brain is constantly searching for a man who they perceive as a leader, who will lead them through life and protect them from the dangers of the outside world. Because they're seeking a man who can protect them, they want a powerful man that they could give their power and trust. So where I'm going with this, it's crucial for you to understand the roles that men and women take in a relationship, because a lot of guys don't understand that these roles even exist, and by being caring towards women, they're taking a woman's role in a relationship. As I mentioned before, women expect you to be the man in a relationship, which means being a leader. When she feels that she has a strong man besides her, she takes the role of a woman, which is caretaking and support. But if you're loving and caring towards her, you put yourself in the role of a woman and force her into a man's role, and no woman wants to be a man in a relationship. If you relate to this, you have to stop being a woman in a relationship. Rather than being passive and listening about her problems, you have to take charge of the conversation and steer it in a direction you want. Being a man in a relationship means saying what you want to say and expressing yourself authentically. You don't have to listen to her speak about the problems in her life if you don't like to hear about them. You can say that you don't want to talk about them. You don't have to be nice to her and be chivalrous if you don't want to be. Women don't hold that as a standard for attraction. Women are attracted to masculinity, and masculinity is being bold, expressing your opinion freely, and taking action towards the things that you want in life. It's the energy of independence and individual power, and by having that strength and courage to say what you think to a woman, you show her that you're a powerful, high-value man that can give her what she wants. But of course, a lot of guys are afraid to do that. They're afraid to take the man's role in a relationship. They think that if they're going to be too manly and say the thing that she may not like, they're going to lose her. But the thing you have to realize is that being passive and taking the feminine role in a relationship will not get you anywhere. As a man, it's better for you to say the things that you want and risk being disliked but respected, rather than being passive, walking on eggshells, and being seen as a low-value guy with no attraction from a woman. And that leads us to why women love assholes so much. You see, women are emotional creatures, and when they're attracted to a guy, they don't use logic to make a decision about it. As I mentioned before, women are attracted to masculinity, strength, power, and boldness, and the reason why women love assholes so much is that these guys naturally have those qualities. They automatically put themselves in a higher position when they are interacting with a woman. They perceive themselves as more valuable, which gives them the authority to lead girls. They aren't afraid to speak their mind and boldly take action towards the things that they want because they aren't tied to other people's opinions about them. Women perceive them as leaders, and they want to be around leaders because it makes them feel safe and protected. You see, when assholes speak their mind and they do things that they want, they're unpredictable. And I'm not saying that in a negative sense that they can do something crazy. I mean that they seem unpredictable to women because they don't care about their opinion. Women feel that they can't control them, and that's super attractive quality for any woman because it shows that a man is independent and doesn't need her. Because he's independent and she can't control him, he seems very interesting and captivating to her because he isn't trying to make her like him. He speaks his mind and expresses himself authentically, and that's very attractive to a woman. He's completely the opposite of a nice guy. The problem with a nice guy is that he becomes predictable to her because she has control over him. A nice guy tries to make a woman like him, so he's not going to say some bold or outrageous thing. He's not going to rock the boat. He will try to make the conversation as smooth as possible so that there's minimum risk to say something wrong that a woman wouldn't like. It's predictable and therefore boring to her. The other quality that assholes have is selfishness. And at first, it may sound like a negative quality, but it's the quality that a lot of nice guys are afraid to embody, and that's why they struggle with women so much. You see, a healthy level of selfishness is very important for a happy, fulfilling life. And here I'm not talking about extreme self-centeredness, where you don't even consider other people's existence. What I'm talking about is healthy selfishness, which means taking care of yourself and going after the things that you want in life. Because assholes don't feel guilty about being selfish, they take things that they want in life without apologies. They boldly approach women with the purpose of having sex and make that happen without any guilt. They don't think much about what's right, what's ethical, what's moral, or other concerns that nice guys have because they don't care. They just know what they want and they're going after it. And I'm not saying that they're doing unethical things, I'm just saying that they're not thinking about them so much. Nice guys act exactly the opposite. They think about things too much. They think about what will happen if they're going to do this thing here or the other thing there, what might, could, should happen. Most of the time they are afraid to make that first move because they're afraid to be rejected, or they're afraid that a woman is going to say that it's not the time, or that they're going to look bad. There's so much thinking about things rather than boldly doing things that you want without trying to present some image that is going to be liked by the woman. So what I'm saying with all of this, that if you want to attract the most beautiful women, you have to develop these masculine qualities. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to become an asshole, but you can look at him as an example. Take the positive qualities of leadership, boldness, power, and strength and start incorporating them into your life. And of course, if you want to learn more about these masculine qualities and how to develop them to attract the woman of your dreams, then subscribe to this channel for future videos. Also, if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like. Until next time.